Back to the grind with the only free MMA channel that fucking matters, full-time MMA. And I was watching the MMA Hour with Ariel Helwani, and I was listening to Gegard Mousasi talk about signing with Bellator, and he dropped a couple low-key bombs in there, media bombs. These motherfuckers are gonna make some traction, cause some noise, and I ain't mad at him. Gegard's motherfucking getting the eyes on him. I don't give a flying. Whatever Gegard Mousasi says, that, hey, I disagree with some of it. You're probably gonna disagree with some of it, but it don't matter. You got a motherfucking opinion on it. You might hate him for it. You might love him for it. Either way, you give a fuck about him for it. And that's what it is. That's what it is in MMA. Think about Conor McGregor. Some people hate the trash talk. Some people love the trash talk. Either way, you're tuning in. Now, with that being said, listen to what Gegard had to say. This shit's not even transcribed yet. This shit's not even an article yet. It's going to be an article soon, but it's not yet. But I'm telling you where it's from. The interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour on July 7th. I mean, July 10th. I don't even know the date. July 10th. Go watch that shit if you haven't seen it. Watch whatever you want to watch, man. Or read the article. Or just fucking listen to this pussy and keep it pushing. Either way, Gegard Mousasi said, who wants to see women fighting MMA? Be honest, Ariel. And Ariel Helwani said, me? He said, come on. He said, who really finishes? Do they even finish fights? Ariel said, what about Joanna Jędrzejczyk? He said, okay, she's a good fighter. He said, doesn't your girlfriend fight MMA? He said, Ariel kind of stumped him there. He said, yeah, but I don't like it. Your girlfriend fights MMA. That almost leads me to believe that almost leads me to believe Gegard Mousasi's just saying this shit for shock value. Because Bellator, and thinking about it, Bellator doesn't have, do they have any women MMA stars? I can't think of any off the top of my head, like Anastasia Yankova. I don't know if she's a star yet, but I know she is bad. She was number 2 on the top 10 sexiest women's list. Fuck you mean. But I don't know if they got any like stars yet. I know they're working on some. But anyways, the thought is, what if, not what if, but Gegard Mousasi could be saying that just to shit on the UFC a little bit. The UFC has women's stars. Bellator don't. So if you put down women's MMA, that's low-key a win for Bellator in my eyes. But still, it doesn't matter. This is controversy. This is what he had to say. Because Ariel continued to stump him. First he said, Joanna Jędrzejczyk. Then he said, what about your girlfriend? Then he said, well, what about Cris Cyborg? He said, okay. Then he had to retract his fucking statement. He said, Cris Cyborg is the only woman in MMA worth watching. Well, that kind of shit's on your own point. Who wants to see women in MMA? You just said you watch Cris Cyborg. You did. So who's to say there's not another Cris Cyborg out there that you just don't know about? Or who's to say the next Cris Cyborg's not coming up? Whenever men first started MMA back in the day, that shit was pretty sloppy. Women's MMA today is farther along than men's MMA at UFC 1, It's got to start somewhere. It hasn't been around as long, so clearly it's not as entertaining yet. But there's women that are starting to train, just like men, MMA from kids today. So this, honestly, I 100% disagree with. Women's MMA is the shit. But it's just not as far along. Is it as entertaining as men's MMA in total? Well, no, but that's not got nothing to do with their gender. There's a heavyweight division in men's. There's light heavyweight in men's. Even the size does matter when it comes to this. Because think about it. Demetrius Johnson, the pound-for-pound champion at 125 pounds. He can't get a pay-per-view point or $1 million to save his fucking life as far as one fight. But somebody like Alistair Overeem, he's a heavyweight. He's not the champion. Never been the UFC champion to my knowledge. And he made over $1 million in his last fight because of his win bonus and his fight bonus and all of that shit. He made somewhere near, if not over $1 million last fight. Mark Hunt makes damn near, I believe I've seen $250,000 a fight. And he's, fucking, his record's not even that cold. So, size matters. So, and when you do have that size, you're able to see crazy, wild slugfest that you might not see in women's MMA. Women's MMA is more technical. Unless you got a woman like Amanda Nunes. Or the old Ronda Rousey out here armbar and finishing chicks. Amanda Nunes out here breaking bitches down. With strikes. Men just breaking bitches down. Will break your favorite fighter. Makes them want out. Might make your favorite fighter tap the strikes. Might. What do you mean? He should have asked what he thinks about Amanda Nunes. Well, no, because she just put out of the fight, so he could have thrown a little diss. Like, oh, is she even going to fight? He could have made a joke. So it's good he left it at Cyborg. Ariel got his ass. For everybody that gets mad at Gegard for this, don't worry. Ariel had your back. Ariel didn't let that shit slide. He asked, what about Joanna? What about Cris? Boom, boom. What about your girlfriend? Boom, boom, boom. He hit Gegard up. He kept Gegard honest. But that doesn't change the fact. A lot of people are going to agree with this for the simple fact there's some just dipshit assholes out there. There's the wolf pack. There's some savages. They're not all dipshit assholes. Some of them motherfucking believe in what they say. Some of them are like, fuck that. I don't ever want to see a woman fighting. Do you have a sister, bro? Do you have a mom? Hey, I think it'd be pretty badass if my sister or my mom was out here whooping bitch asses. I wouldn't mind Amanda Nunes being my motherfucking sister. Fuck you mean, dude? So no, I disagree. I don't mind watching Joanna Jędrzejczyk. But I'm not the guy you want to agree with you, because I'm fine with watching wrestling in MMA. I'm fine with anything in MMA. I'm not a motherfucking little crybaby ass fucking douchebag that's gonna say, oh, it's boring. Bitch, it might be boring, but guess what? You might want an entertaining fight every fight, but guess what? People in hell want ice water. You don't always get what you want, fuck boy. I think that might be the motherfucking difference. Oh, I wanted to watch it. I wanted a slugfest. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you want. Like, man, hey, that's what my mom used to tell me. Hey, mom, I wanna. People in hell want ice water. Mom, people in hell want to get ice. You know what I'm saying? That was the answer to everything. People in hell want ice water. And that's fucking real. So, women's MMA might not be entertaining enough for you right now. You might not like the technical aspect. You might want to see a slugfest. You might want to see the knockouts. What I'll say is watch Cris Cyborg or watch Amanda Nunes for now, while women's MMA progresses and evolves. When are they going to start? Because they're doing 125 pounds. Okay. I know there's thicker chicks out there. I know there's bigger chicks out there. I know 145 pounds isn't the highest weight division the UFC can put on. Maybe they're not evolved enough as far as women's MMA at the higher weight classes. But could you imagine like a women's welterweight division even? Just 170. Women's lightweight, Conor McGregor's division. They put people to sleep at lightweight. The Justin Gaethje of women's MMA. The Conor McGregor of women's MMA. Icing bitches. It's gonna come in the future, bro. It might not happen tomorrow with your impatient ass. So motherfucking do something during a women's fight if you want to boycott the shit. If you don't like it, if you don't want to see it, motherfucking do something during that time. Whenever Amanda Nunes versus Valentina comes on, turn it off. Watch your phone. Do you something on the phone, bitch. I'm going to be watching the fight. I'm going to be watching Amanda Nunes continue the Lioness era, laying another bitch out. I like Valentina Shevchenko a lot. I think she's one of the best at 135 right now. She might be the absolute best at 125 pounds. But at 135 pounds, it's Amanda Nunes, sweetie. Nunes era. Break your favorite fucking fighter down. Break them down. Boom. Ow. Fuck you mean. With that being said, man, Gegard Mousasi came out here and he's making waves. He's making fucking waves, and that's all I'm chalking this up to. Even if he really means this shit, I don't agree with it. It's that simple. Still one of my favorite fighters. I'm not going to come out and say, oh, Gegard Mousasi doesn't like women's A. I'll never watch another fight. Fucking pussy. That's not me. But what I will say is, I disagree. Agree to disagree. It's that simple. I don't know what else to say. Fuck it. It is what it is. Let the haters know what the fuck you think about this shit in the comments, dude. What's the difference between Oscar's mom and Oscar's dad? Oscar's mom hasn't fucked the whole football team.